Hey YouTube, and today is a reviewing day. But first, this. Now, here's some, looks like barley with some small pieces of wheat, some millet, some linseed. There's a few sunflower seeds, I think. There we go. Just look at that grain. Well, the tobacco I'm going to review today is, well, I've quite enjoyed it really. And it is Sillems Black. Now this was given to me by James Astroman2112. Now, brilliant channel of course. Link down below. Give him a sub. It'll be one of the best decisions you'll make. It's a very good channel. Now, what shall we say about this tobacco? Well, it's ready rubbed. It's a mixture of Black Cavendish, Virginias, some burley, and if I remember rightly, some Latakia. And let's see what it smells like. I'll put the pipe down. As of course I'm more than halfway through now, as per standard. I'm smoking it in a pipe from the 1930s. It's an Irwin that's been sandblasted. It's not in the best condition, but it smokes okay. It smokes quite well actually. It's a small bowl pipe. If I'm going to smoke aromatics in a like this, dark aromatics, I'll generally put it in either a very small bowl or a very large one, never a sort of in between. I take it tobacco by tobacco. You can't lay down a general rule for these things. Well, let's have a quick look. Well, it's quite presentable for a ready rub. You've got a whole range of sizes and thickness of cut. You've got from the very thick to the thin, almost a cube almost as well in it, and it's looking quite good. It's quite dry because a lot of aromatics are quite gloopy, but I think this is doing well so far. You see, I'm not usually an aromatic smoker. I first started out smoking Virginias and that kind of thing. My first tobacco was Escudo Navy Deluxe, which sadly they no longer sell here. And then I went on to, I think it was a Dunhill Royal Yacht and other Virginias and Virginia Periques and Virginia Burley mixes. And then I went on to the aromatics, things like Exclusive, Cherry and Cherry, and Cherry and Vanillas. And there used to be a nice chocolate one I liked, but I can't remember who made it. And then I switched back to Virginias and then onto the English blends. But that's by the by. We're talking about this today. It has tones of slight vanilla. In the subtle in the background is slight fruity tones. A slight butterscotchy element and butter to it. There's a definite buttery element to the smell. It's quite pleasant smelling. Mind you, that's why they're called aromatics, because they do smell very nice. But sometimes those smells can be very deceiving. They may smell nice, but sometimes they just don't taste of anything, or they can taste very chemically. But in this case, I think the smell is kind of natural smelling. If it smells right. It smells like you'd imagine it would do. If only lots of the aromatics smelt like this, I'd probably still be smoking lots of aromatics. Right, let's go back to the smoke. When I first lit it, you got a taste of Virginias and that caramel taste, and the smoke was quite creamy. They were mixed in with some burleys. Now as I look at this, I've nearly finished the bowl. Now on the first lighting, like I said, I got that Virginia coming through with creamy elements and a sort of butterscotchy, buttery taste. And as I smoked on, it intensified and became slightly stronger in flavour. Then more Virginia came through than anything else then. Nathan Campbell temper. Hmm. As I went on, it became creamy and the strength deepened, and I got hints of almost like a sort of roasted marshmallow about it. I think some of the sweetness comes from the black Cavendish. It doesn't feel like an artificial sweetness, it feels more natural. At first you only got hints of the Latakia, and I've noticed as I came towards nearer the end, you got more of the Latakia coming through. So all the way through the bowl you're getting nice contrasts and changes in taste. And it's going from a lightness to a more strength as you went along. And I found it quite pleasant. Now I'm getting much more of the Latakia coming through toward the end. And it's quite strong, but it's not dominating. Now that now I've said that, it is started to dominate the other tobaccos, and has become much more strong in the mix. Oh well, but it's still quite pleasant. It almost, when I said that, it almost like the Latakia stepped up a gear. Yeah, it's become much more of a Latakia forward blend towards the end. Now, all in all, would I say I'd recommend this tobacco? Well, thinking about it, and this is my third bowl of this, I would say yes. I would recommend it. Now, careful, don't smoke it too fast. I reckon you will get some tongue bite with this. As with most aromatics, it can be a problem. And it may get very hot in the bowl. This is quite hot, but it's tolerable. But I have a feeling it could get hot if puffed on too hard. Now I haven't smoked this too hard, and the bowl is getting very hot. So I've had to slow down myself. Mm. Funny enough, the letter key is going more in the background now, and I'm getting some Cavendishes and Virginias with a little touch of the burley coming through. and the sweetness is coming back again. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Now, if James hadn't sent me this, I doubt if I would have bought it. You see, I'm not normally an aromatic smoker, and I think I would have missed out. And it is a pleasant and surprising tobacco. It's good quality. Now, my beer choice with this, it would be hard. It's always hard to pair a beer with an arrow. So I've chosen nothing too heavy with this. So I've chosen a pale ale, or maybe an IPA would go well with this, but I reckon the pale ale would give you different contrasting flavours. I have chosen Landlord Strong Pale Ale by Timothy Taylor. It's got some nice characteristics. The hops are very good in this. It's a very nice beer. It's not the easiest thing to get. It's brewed in Yorkshire in England, and it's very good. And I've chosen a second beer, and that is a mild ale, and that is Banks's Mild. Now this is very good. This will give you different characteristics to the pale, and it will work in a slightly different way, but just as good. And they're my two beer choices for today. Now, in an up and coming series, I'm going to do a series on why we should buy plug tobaccos. And if you can think of some good plug tobaccos for the series, put them down in the bucket below, because I will explain why I think that plug tobaccos are worth buying. I think they have a lot to offer all us in the pipe community. Oh well, see ya!